So this is how the wood burns in this stove. It'll make a little burn out the center. This is two splits. It'll burn out the center, and when it's doing that, it creates a good amount of heat. But at this point, it's not much heat at all. It just kind of slowly burns down, and that's good for keeping the place warm without burning much wood. But it's not good for cooking or making coffee. Kind of a way around this is to put a third one in here. Open this up, put a third one in there. Then you're burning a lot of wood for making just a little bit of food, you know. And to keep a hot flame going, you know, this will give 15 minutes of good heat. Burn for 45 minutes, but you know, the slow kindle, but the first 15 minutes be good. Put another one on there, 15 minutes is good. Another one on there. So cooking stuff can take a lot of wood. Two eggs. And this is, you never know what this is. This is a can of seasoned black beans and onion and maybe like 5 cloves of garlic. Some paprika and salt maybe? Something like that. It's a topping. I would have put corn in this, so kind of the general idea was some corn, black beans, and onions. I didn't have a can of corn at the time. I thought I did. Tried to look for it. I couldn't find it. So this is some breakfast eggs. Let's see. Then I'm brucifying. Cold pan, cold skillet. Got a fire. but it's a baby fire. It would take a third log to heat this up enough to cook those eggs. And it would probably take about 15 minutes to cook this, you know, waiting for the heat to build up, and then probably about 20 minutes actually, waiting for the heat to build up, because it's just, you know, it's not really made for cooking. But that's what they got this for. So this is kind of the microwave when you're camping. Right here, this is a camping microwave. Got some nice little grease bubbles going. I haven't had a grease fire yet. I get some grease flare-ups, but that's about it. Get her unstuck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put the camera down. Yeah, I was sticking a little too much to flip one-handed. Let's reheat the pan. Nice sizzle. And easy peasy. Cool thing. Eggs are my favorite thing to blowtorch. They're so light and fluffy. It kind of traps all that moisture inside of them, and then it gets blast expanded. It makes all these little fluffy air pockets. And they're kind of discolored from the beans, you know, the black beans. But you can kind of see just how fluffy that is. This is the fluffiest, you know, no whipping air into them or something fancy. You know, this is actually just convenience cooking it, and probably about, you know, I would say about a minute's worth of cooking, you know, if it didn't take me so long trying to flip it. Got a little stuck to the pan somewhere's in here. It's not overcooked, you know, and you can undercook it as much as you want, but I like mine fully cooked. I don't like runny yolks. That's why I smush my yolks down. Let's see what we got. Look at that, it's just so beautiful. So microwaving, this video is microwaving with a blowtorch and cooking with inside ziplocks. Cooking with ziplocks and blowtorches. How you do it in the woods. So good thing with that breakfast eggs, the 2 eggs with the black beans and whatnots, is over the top of it, giving it some salsa. You know, I'm not growing tomatoes yet, but when I do, we're making a lot of salsa, and you know, some salsa on that would be, yeah, it tastes good. Kind of going that extra kind of to finish it off would be salsa. 3 cups flour, 1 packet of yeast, whoops, 2 teaspoons sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons garlic powder, half, 3/4, about 3/4 teaspoon onion powder, a little bit of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon maybe, and then water just to feel, you know. It was a little hard, so I gave it a little more water. I probably could have cut out the last little dab of water that I gave it, because now it's a little sticky. That's why I have to boil. Well, it doesn't look good, but it tastes good. Predominant garlic, but it's not overpowering because of the sugar and things kind of blending with it. So the Ziplocs are good for hygiene. I don't wash my hands, and I don't do dishes. So things could get a little funky if I was handling things and mixing it in a bowl. But this is just a lot cleaner, more convenient. It's like I let this sit all day and right in this little bag that I mixed it in. So that's definitely the perk to using Ziplocs. A lot cleaner and easier. I'm thinking a good idea for a Ziploc. You would take a bag, cut off the corners so it's rounded bottom, and then call it a mixing bag. Call it a dough bag and sell it. You know, so you have your storage bag and then you have your dough bag. And people would buy twice as many bags. Keep twice as many on handy. So one of these, this was 3 cups of flour. Yeah, so basically this was, you know, that jar of flour was about 3 cups worth. It's got a little measuring thing on it. And this is a little, I put too much water in it. It looks like this is a little sticky. So this would be like a cup and a half flour for a pizza dough. That'll be a pizza dough right there. Do this one as something else. Oh, pita breads. So they should rest like 30 minutes or so, kind of reform, but it's kind of like, that's normal people, you know? That's not really how I do things. So, I'm just gonna pretend that it's been 15 minutes. Normally, if you're doing this on like an actual gas cooktop or something, you know, electric cooktop, you know, like the actual stove, kind of like you let it sit for a few minutes. I don't know, what is this? Maybe like medium heat. This is microwaving. We don't wait 2 minutes. We wait 20 seconds. So I got the cast iron. I got a fire going. pretty hot. On top of that, get it really hot. And maybe start a fire. You never know. I got a fire extinguisher around here somewhere. I used to keep it right here next to the stove. I got it for convenience. Oh, it's kind of in the way. I kept kicking it over. So I think I put it under my bed. Sometimes it needs to rest. Get a little too many glutens going. So I normally cook these pizza doughs right on this thing. This little pizza tray. But since I got the one thing out, cast iron, and it's nice and hot, I'm going to go ahead and put this right on that. And so I've already done something. Can't remember. Oh, boiled it. Give it some more oils. After doing the flatbread. Bird eats a seed, poops out the seed, and seed grows into a tree. Bird has a role, poop has a role, seed has a role, everything has a role. Lettuce. This is a healthy salad right here. It's 3 parts kind of salt and saturated fats, and then 1 part leafy green. Perfect salad. Some French fried onions, some bacon bits, sunflower seeds. There's a lot of hairy bittercress growing. It's one of the, it never died, it just kind of grew throughout the whole winter, and now it's starting to go into flower. I mean, it's been going into flower the last month, but it's real bitter, so, yeah, it's not a misleading name, hairy bittercress. I don't like to wash my vegetables. Because it's a hassle. So it's kind of like it's a small plant, this hairy bittercress. Really not much eating at all. But it's the only common green thing growing right now. So you don't get much, like only harvesting the tops of it because you don't want to get the dirt and you get sand, you start chewing on sand, you're chipping your enamel on your teeth, and then getting a cavity, blah, 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 and it's not worth it. Yeah, I was doing like the hairy bittercress and lettuce, but it's actually pretty bitter, and it's growing, but slow growing. So I kind of harvested most of it. It needs more time to regrow. I don't want to harvest, when I'm doing my composting and all that. That's, it's kind of a normal thing, poo, kind of like a secret ingredient. Whatever this stuff bacon Alfredo pizza with like 1/4 of it just chicken bacon Alfredo, and then the other 3/4 chicken bacon Alfredo with this stuff. And so you got, I guess the trick is giving this time to rest. The night of, that paprika was overpowering, but next day, that's probably about, I've been using this for, I don't know, this is 3rd or 4th day now, so it's time to use it up before it starts going bad. Some nice chicken. That's nice. It's got the chicken fats. Spread that. I don't think you can buy chicken fat in the store. Walmart So, got some pita sandwiches. It's a little bit of salad. Mix up the salad. Put that at the bottom. Then at the top, I got the pizza toppings with some roasted cheese, kind of keep it from all falling out. Roasted cheese on top. A vinaigrette. This is Tuscan Italian. Not my favorite. Pizza topping. Really good. Alfredo sauce, bacon, a topping, that black bean, onion, garlic topping, and some chicken with mozzarella. Turned out nice. That's like a really good, that's like a full meal right there. Got protein from the chicken, protein and fiber from the beans, probably some fiber or something, you know, micronutrients, and the onion and garlic. Get some greens just for, I guess, digestion. And cheese for dairy.